Hi guys, hello. Welcome again to my channel. Welcome to this month's vlog. I have been so quiet. Guys, adulting. Oh Lord. Goodness gracious. It's a goodness gracious. Anyway, guys, welcome back. So, I'm going to touch on a very, I wouldn't say a sensitive topic. So how usually I'm just vlogging about my life, the things I'm doing on weekends, partying, blah blah blah, right? So this time, today, so last week, the past 2 weeks, the reason I've been quiet is because I was focusing on my emotions. So it's very important as a person to have time to yourself, ne? Have time to focus on you as an individual. So I had a meltdown. Guys, I don't know. Yes, I don't know. So I had an emotional meltdown for the past 2 weeks, and I've been just focusing on my emotions, my breathing, my prayers, sessions with my conversations with God, my conversations with my ancestors. Yeah, I do that. So I realized, last week, one of a South African artist passed on because he was depressed. Ne? Depression is real, guys. And I don't care who says what. Depression is real. The reason depression is real, so I've been talking to my other friends, right? Others who are going through something in their lives and who say, Mina, I feel depressed, and I feel like everyone is depressed. Wonke umuntu is depressed one way or another. Or maybe depressed is a big word, but we're all going through something, no matter the age. We are all going through something. A 16-year-old namhlanje is going through something. A 50-year-old is going through something. A 25-year-old is going through something, And I realized the reason we get to such an emotional breakdown or meltdown, first of all, I don't think it's because we don't pray. I pray. I have conversations with God. And yeah, it's because I feel like people do things which allow them to live. If prayer is one thing that allows you to live, then you're probably doing it. If consulting nenyanga is something that allows you to live or to go through your emotions or your being, then you do it, right? And I don't judge anyone I don't judge anyone on what or who they believe in. All I'm saying is that they are growing pains, and we've learned not to deal with our pains, because this is what I said to my friend earlier on today, because we are taught Uguti, or we are accustomed to a fact Uguti, my problems are way, what I'm going through is nothing. There's someone who's going through the worst than I am. So we've been told that a lot, ne? And we grew up to that. I have been told a lot, Guti, sisi, inkinga zakho. There's someone who's dealing nginkinga ezidlula ezakho, right? And then you think to yourself, oh my God, I look so terrible. The shades were hiding me. Anyway, and then you realize, Uguti, shut. So then you realize, Uguti, who is saying Uguti inkinga zakho zincane? Who determines, Uguti, what you're going through is nothing? Who determines that? Who determines, Uguti, you can't talk about inkinga zakho because we're focusing on someone else who has much bigger problems than you? I had a meltdown because then I started thinking about my life. I was thinking about my future, because there are decisions I need to, at this time, I have decisions to make. I need to plan my life ahead. Those who know that I'm coming back home soon, I was thinking about all these things. For example, I was thinking to myself, okay, coming back home, what am I going to do? What's my plan? Do I want to come back home? If I don't want to come back home, do I still want to stay in the States? If I want to stay in the States, how do I stay in the States? If I don't want to stay in the States, where do I go and how do I get there, right? It's not an easy decision to come across and then say, okay, that's it. This is what I'm going to do and I'm certain about it. You always question your decisions, right? I do that a lot, and I think it's because my decisions are practical. I plan ahead. I'm someone who plans ahead. And if I don't, what's happening? If something does not go according to, in my way, you're frustrated, ne? But at the same time, Nyazkuza and be like, okay, girl, let God take charge. Let God play a role, So basically what I'm saying, guys, is we go through so much in life, and the older you get, now you get to understand, this is what we're told, enjoy your youth, enjoy ubuntwana, enjoy ukungabi nama responsibilities, and you grow up. And I was talking to Ubuntu the other day, we only realize now, yay, life, people ask you, unjani. That's another common thing, unjani, I'm fine. But not everyone asks, akbuza ukuthi unjani. When I ask you unjani, yeah, you're fine. Like I don't know, I've gotten used to the fact that everyone magangibuza unjani. I'm like, I'm fine, I'm good. Even when I'm not, because now it's something I've grown or succumbed to, ukuthi njalo, I don't know, unjani ngishap. Because I've always said my problems are nothing compared to inkinga zamanye abantu, And I realized, Guti, that on its own has messed me up emotionally. It messed me up emotionally because now we grow up to emotional abuse. Ne? You grow up to people who will say certain things to you, and then you end up living your life in that way. I don't know, there's a word I'm looking for, but you end up living your life ngama expectations abanye abantu, and living your life in the way people have drawn your life journey. The reason I always hashtag the journey, it's because journeys are not the same. We might have me, Nombali, Osuge, South Africa, came to America, had a shitty year, had the most, I felt like this was the most, Ngsemang Figala, it was hell. It was hell. I ended up doubting myself. I ended up losing my confidence as a young black girl. Ne? You have someone also suga in South Africa. I am a China, for example. And here I am, now I'm coping. That person is not coping. So now people then, our society will then expect us to, will always compare. Umbali did it. Umbali is still standing. Wena, Bontle, for example. Let's say Bontle is in China. Wena Bontle, why are you not doing it? And Nati as Umbali no Bontle. We know it. This is what our society will do, or this is what they'll say. So now we end up living to expectations wabanya bantu. I mean, if I can't handle it anymore, because I can't handle it, why am I not backing off and dealing with me first and finding something as a challenger to a point where I can handle it as a human being, as an individual? Why is it that so many times we We can't be selfish, but abanye abantu are so selfish about their lives. Like the people who will emotionally abuse you are very selfish because they'll say whatever and then move on with their lives. When I hear you're sitting and it's like, yo, because I like things from the past started coming up. I started thinking about all the things which were said to me when I was still growing up from my family. Let me just start from home. Negative things which were said about me ekhaya, from my mother to everyone, to my grandmother, my cousins, everyone, all those negative things. Yeah, I might be whining, but then let me whine, allow me to whine in order for me to feel, in order for me to go through these emotions, in order for me not to be depressed 10 years from now and then say, yo, I did not grow up gahle. No, it's because we are emotionally abused as we grow older. And we are told we are told ukuthi inkinga zakho akunabantu abandlula entweni ezindlula ezakho. I was told by my friends, a few friends, makushona umama ukuthi bokumele kushona umama kabani. There are people or umuntu ozothi bheka mbali at least wena umama kushone una 23. Bheka uzibani bani akamazi umamakhe. Bheka uzibani bani ushonele umama ana ngakhi washonela ubaba nana. We always I counted my blessings. I don't want to lie. I'm grateful to have had a mother for as long as I had her. For the 23 years of my life, I was grateful to have my mother. But it broke my heart. I had to feel, I had to allow myself to feel, but I didn't, which is one big mistake which I didn't do. I didn't, and I had put a time frame in my healing and saying, in this couple of months or whatever, I have to be okay. Because why? I lived according to my expectations of the society, my surroundings, my people. Forgetting that at the end of the day, ngilala one with God. And then I go through all these emotions alone. You might find someone oshonelo mama same time as me, but it's different. Let's stop comparing ama pains abantu. Let's stop giving people the power of our lives. Because I've started reading incwadi ka DJ Zinhlelo nokubonga, Meeting Your Power. The power we give people is way too much. It's too much credit. You give someone the power. The people about the emotional abusers, we give them so much power that we even forget ourselves through the midst of it. We forget our goals or how we want to live our lives. Like, I'm at the point where I'm done. I'm done living to anyone's expectations. If you're expecting something from me, darling, boo boo, dodo, lala, you will not get anything unless I want to give it to you. Be it emotional support, be it financially, be it whatever way. I'm taking charge of my life. I want to be selfish. This is me being selfish and saying, I'm taking care of myself. I'm at this age and I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at my life. I'm like, dang. I'm being selfish. And I honestly say, now we be selfish. If it means ukuthi ukhalela ukuthi ulahle i-5 or $5, guys, that is depressing on its, not depressing, but that is a problem on its own. We don't know how much you worked for Leo Malile. Then you'll find someone at least when una Leo R5 Leo. I say it's all gone. I say so you can't do that. I failed one module. At least when you say university and then what? It is affecting me emotionally with fail a module. It's affecting me emotionally with R5 as little as it is. Deal with it. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to go through all these emotions. That's why we're human. In order to be a better person, first of all, let's stop judging people. Let's stop judging people ngenkinga zabo. Let's stop comparing people ngenkinga zabo or their success. Let's stop competing with one another. Compete with yourself. Don't compete with one another. Don't say, yeah, Mina, I'm 25, I don't have a car, I don't have a house, I'm not married, I don't have kids. Darling, you will drown. You will drown in a 1 feet tall pool. You will drown in a baby pool. Also drown or a bavine. Also drown because you're always competing with people. Then you forget why you are on earth. You forget your purpose in life. You forget what you need to do. So that's all I wanted to share, and I wanted to take it out as for some because it's been haunting me. I feel like I was drowning in all these emotions because I was trying to figure out, okay, when I go home, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I need to do. When I leave here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I need to do because of what other people. If my plan is to come back home and sleep for 7 months, it's my plan. And was I'm after effects to our corner, I know what the outcomes of the decisions I'll be taking, Quit putting pressure on people. Quit putting pressure on young people. Like, we're trying to figure out this adulting. We're trying to figure out adulting. The other day, I was stressed out about a toothpaste. I had run out of a toothpaste and I was broke, and I never ran out of my toothpaste. Someone will say, at least when a toilet unalo toothpaste loy. Right? No. Yes, nginayo, but ngiyisebenzela. And I'm not saying to umuntu onganayo, awusebenzi. Nah. There's a reason why lo umuntu angasebenzi. Our reasons are different, and let's respect them. I couldn't figure out. I'm like, okay, which one should I buy? I usually use Sensodyne, but because anginamali, I have other things to ukuzibhesha. What do I buy in no name Colgate or Nyohama? You're saying Sensodyne. Priorities. So adulting. If someone had told me at my age I'll be stressing about the toothpaste, dang, I don't want to grow up. If I could tell Upagamani Wagitman, who is 15 years old, and say, darling, in the next 10 years, you'll be stressing about something else. Do you think he'll be excited to grow up? No. But it's life. It's a journey. We have to go through all these things. In order to know and live your purpose in life. I honestly don't want to regret any choices I make in Bilonami, and I don't even want to find myself explaining to people, I took this decision because it's my decision. Let me live with it. And can people just accept it, support your people. Support your people no matter how little their problem is. They need to vent out. They need to talk about it. Allow them to talk about it. And stop judging, guys. Oh, just stop judging. Okay, I'm done. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Click on the notification button to get notifications when I post something. And I'm back. I am back. Tickets. It's a Bettina. Bye. It's a fuck shit damn situation. Bye.